Hey guys, sorry I am 3 days late on making my 7-week update, but surprise, there's a 7-week update. I still can't believe it. I have had the flu, like legitimate influenza. I still feel like death warmed over right now. My husband had it. My Ellie has been sick. It has not been a fun few days at our house. Let me tell you, right now I feel like I could just knock out. But anyway, that's beside the point. I went to the doctor on Friday for an ultrasound. They definitely detected a heartbeat of 111. The baby was measuring 6 weeks and 4 days. The gestational sac is still small, or was still small, and but there was some growth. Fix this real quick. Anyway, so she said, just try to keep being optimistic about it, but it could still go either way, so we'll just keep our fingers crossed. So I went back today and had another ultrasound, and the baby measured 6 weeks and 5 days and had a heart rate of 130. I really couldn't believe it. I honestly was expecting it to be around the same or even lower. I don't know. I should stop being such a Debbie Downer, but I guess I'm just afraid to get my hopes up. Anyway, so the gestational sac is still measuring small. There was still no yolk sac visible. She said that can either, be a fine thing, but it just wasn't visible, and it just wasn't visible because she didn't have the transducer on the right plane and the baby was hiding it, or, it could still be a bad thing. But anyway, so she said, still to be cautiously optimistic, she was like, I'm not saying that this is still gonna go 100% well and, everything's gonna go fine. She's like, but I am shocked that this baby keeps growing and the heart rate keeps increasing, and all of this stuff. She's like, she told me, she said, you are an enigma. And I thought that was pretty funny. Anyway, so she said she will be crossing her fingers and toes that when I go back on Friday for another ultrasound, that there will be continued growth in the baby, and that the yolk sac will be visible, and that gestational sac will grow. I do worry that, there is something causing the low hormone numbers, the smaller gestational sac size, and the yolk sac to not be visible, or, we really honestly don't even know if it's there. So just continuing to pray that, God can work a miracle. I know He can. Whether He will in this instance is still yet to be determined, but anyway, yeah, as far as symptoms go, I actually feel like I have had some. I really haven't had any. Around week 4, I was feeling ridiculously tired. I would wake up after a full night's sleep, and within a few minutes, I would seriously need another nap. I mean, just like exhausted, tired. But other than that, I haven't had that. Like, I have been feeling really tired, but I think it's just because of the horrendous sickness that I had. I mean, I was so achy, and I had a high fever, and it felt like, if you touched my skin, it was just going to shatter and fall off. So the only reason I am up and dressed today is because I had to go to the doctor. I was going to go in PRN today, but I just couldn't because I don't feel well and Ellie is still sick. And anyway, so now I lost my train of thought. Symptoms. So yeah, I've had heartburn and I felt pretty nauseous today, and the nausea could be related to the flu, but I'm trying to suppress this terrible cough that I've had. Anyway, the nausea could be related to the flu, but I don't really think that it is, because it feels like I'm really hungry and then I go to eat and it really does nothing to the nausea. It just makes me feel like, well, and then food, I really don't have an appetite. That probably is related to the flu, but who knows. So I would say those are my major symptoms. My boobs feel like they've gotten a little bit bigger or fuller maybe. So yeah, between that and the heartburn and the nausea, oh, and I feel dehydrated all the time. I try to drink at least 3 24-ounce bottles of water every day, like as the bare minimum, but I try to do 4 to 6 of those. Actually, and I'm a person that gets dehydrated really quickly. Like, I know one of my good friends, she can go days without drinking water. I can go like 1/2 of a day and I will have a terrible headache and I'll feel like I haven't drank water in a week. But anyway, I guess that's the lovely differences of our bodies. Anyway, I do think that is it. I'm gonna just say goodbye for now because I'm not feeling good at all. So hopefully there will be good news on Friday and we will continue on with week 8. Week 8. There we go. Oh, it looks really weird, like I have some sort of funky dinosaur claws. Anyway, don't mind me. That's probably the deliriousness from this sickness. So anyway, thank you to everyone who left me really sweet comments. And yeah, I guess I will see y'all for week 8. Talk to you later. Bye.